Hi, my name is Daquan Brown, Morehouse class of 24. And the question is, how would I highlight the importance of participating in local elections? Some might say that is a very tricky thing to do. With the growing generational gap and the means of importances and values being different for each generation, that question would have to be broadened as to how I will highlight the importance in participating in local elections for a whole community to be on one accord. I wrote, directed, and produced a play last February for my school highlighting the importance of voting, not only in just any community, but a black community. Those communities were on one accord. They rented Greyhound buses, drove tens of miles just to vote, marched in the streets at the risk of being beaten, spit on, and oftentimes being called a nigger. They were all in one accord, and it didn't matter who you were, where you were from, or what you believed in, as long as you wanted what everyone else wanted, which was change. I say that all to say that those communities back then took voting seriously. In some cases, they even voted for their lives. And voting in local elections are important because it affects your community. It affects your community dollar, the infrastructure, and many other things. But a way I would highlight it is through education. Georgia ranks 35 in education, and that isn't enough, as we can see, to get our boys and girls a proper advantage in society. I speak for the community and I say I want to see the next generation have better educational options than I had. So a way I would highlight this is through school drives, fundraisers, plays, and programs highlighting that our boys and girls need a proper education and need someone that's going to fight for education. And people like Raphael Warnock, that's why I'm glad to live here in Georgia. I'm glad that we're going to eventually see a change, because 5 years ago, our Georgia was ranked 47 in education, is now up to 35, and I'm glad to have someone like Raphael Warnock that values education, that's really going to push for those numbers to go up. But I say that all to say that all it takes is two things: civil involvement and one vote.